Hello Union family, I'm Charles of American Workers First. Welcome back to Union Facts Friday. Today we're covering the largest Wildcat strike in American history. Today we're talking about the Postal Strike of 1970. On March 17, 1970, members of the National Association of Letter Carriers Branch 36 met in Manhattan and voted to strike. There's just one catch. It was illegal. Despite that, the next morning they walked off the job and formed a picket line to demand fair and equitable treatment. The impetus for the strike were poor benefits, hard and unsafe working conditions, as well as horrible pay. At that time, the federal government had the ability to repress public sector wages as those raises came through Congress. So all Congress had to do to keep a lid on the postal wages, the post office being the second largest employer in 1970, was just ignore any request by the postal union. The straw that finally broke the camel's back being when Congress voted to give postal workers a 5.4% raise right after they gave themselves a 41% increase in pay. The walkout was an unsanctioned, unauthorized action, which is what categorizes it as a Wildcat strike, and President Nixon was not happy about it. Nixon vowed to crush the postal workers, taking to national television to order them back, threatening if they didn't, "We have the means to deliver the mail." Sorry, I couldn't help myself. With that, he dispatched 23,000 United States Armed Forces personnel to New York City to process the mail, but there was just one teeny tiny problem. They couldn't do the job. It's a common fallacy that everyone else's job is always easy. But once you actually have to roll up your sleeves and do the work, it can quickly change your opinion. They failed epically, and the mail quickly ground to a halt. Nixon's actions also had a ripple effect as afterwards more angry workers joined the strike with another 671 locations. Over 200,000 workers in 30 major cities. Walking out as well, with clerks and others refusing to cross the picket line. The cherry on top being that other government agencies announced they would strike if Nixon pursued legal action against the postal employees. Solidarity. The strike lasted for 8 days total, with the workers winning a 6% wage increase with an additional 8% raise that summer with the passing of the Postal Reorganization Act of 1970. Not only did they fight and win raises, but postal workers also reached the top of the pay scale in only 8 years, where before it took 21. They earned the ability to collectively bargain, and while they still were prohibited from striking, they attained an arbitration process to resolve contract disputes. One of the young strikers in Cleveland was Bill Burris, who later in 2001 was elected president of the American Postal Workers Union. Said the most important achievement of the strike was winning the right to collectively bargain. By standing together, we had become a real union. And because they all stuck together in unity, no one who participated in the strike was fired. Thanks for joining us on Union Facts Friday. Please remember to like, share, and subscribe. It helps a ton and we really appreciate it. We will see you next week, and until then, keep demanding that American workers get put first.